Well, guys, this one here, it looks good, but it's kind of giving me a fit. Um, I know some people probably just say, fuck it and send it home the way it is, but it ain't that way. If I've got to go back into it, I go back into it. A couple other videos. There's a long one I think I'm going to put together and post, just showing kind of the paint and stuff before and after. Saw runs good. I've got some test cut videos, and take note, its rich tune was not turned up in those. I've tinkered with it since then, and it's got a really, really hungry chain, but it still pulls pretty good for what it is. With the saws I've got here, when you're used to running shit like that, any damn thing you get a hold of just feels weak afterwards, but, you know, whatever, it's just gonna be that way. You run 120cc saw and 90 and 55cc saws. I can grab a really strong 70, 76cc saw and it feels weak to me. But they're not. Anyone else gets them when, you know, they're strong. But, you know, whatever, that's just the deal. Not what this is about, but this saw runs good. It's sitting idling good. It's the best I've had it yet. I've been playing the meter and diaphragm lever. I've got it lower than stock right now, but this damn thing, if you take it out, make a few cuts with it, shut it off, it is a pain in the ass to get started back. It's like it's flooded to death. Earlier out back today, I had to pull the air filter cover off. I pulled the plug out and cranked it about 10 times to blow the crankcase out, put that back in, and had to pull the whole air filter assembly off of it to start it. These Macs like this are kind of funny. There's no adjustments outside. Everything's inside. You have to tune it. Once you get it where you want it, you got to kind of back things in about a 1/16 of a turn or something before you put your air filter back on. And if the saw's modified any at all, it makes that even worse. But this thing's got a little more blow-by than it should have. I put new rings in it. Check the compression on it. And take note, like I said in the other video, these things make between... Depending on how wore out it is, it could have 120 psi and still run good there. This one was 140, but it was just caked full of carbon everywhere. There's no way it was an accurate reading. Right now, with the new rings, take note, I did not raise the exhaust roof any on this. It's stock. We widened it and done some blend work on the outside of the port. 135 psi, but it got a lot more blow-by than it should have. These things have a little bit of spit back from the factory, and it's not spit back that it's doing, it's actual blow-by coming back out of the crankcase. It's kind of funny. I don't know if that could be throwing off the signal on the carburetor or something and causing it to flood a little bit and causing a hard restart, or either the check valve's really, really leaking off. I mentioned it in another video. You'll see guys say, well, I pulled that damn thing off the shelf and it fired the first pull. That's not necessarily a good thing. It means your check valve and the carburetor's bleeding off, and what mixes in the metering chamber is going into your crankcase. It's not really going to hurt anything, but it could be causing the flooding issue on this, but I don't know. I pulled the carburetor off of this saw. It seemed to run fine. I've not had it out in forever, and it was even worse. I don't know. I may get that saw out and run it, and it be doing something really similar as well. And guys, we barely done any port work to this. I didn't give it any intake at all. Just cleanup work and stuff. I think moved it a degree or something. That's just, you know, just the given. It's going to happen. Like 59.5 degrees of intake opening. Usually they're between 58 or somewhere. I've seen some of them as low as 55 and some as high as 61. But again, there's about a half a dozen different 54cc 10 series engine blocks. I don't know. It may just need ran. I don't know. The blow by and then it's kind of a hard restart. I don't know what the culprit there is, but it starts really damn good cold. So I'm assuming it's I don't know, carb related. It's just kind of got me puzzled here. But you know, if the rings don't seat and I have to go back into it, I'll go back into it. I do have another set of OEM rings over here in the box. I think I'll have to dig around and hunt them. But the rings I put in it were a good ring I've used before and not had an issue. So, you know, I don't know. But anyway, just figured I'd give you guys a little update on this. Y'all have a great day.